Hello guys and welcome to Football Fandom UK. How are you guys doing? Welcome. Hopefully you're having a great day. Today we're here to talk about League Cup Scotland and England. There's a reason I've combined the video for both League Cups, Betfred League Cup and the Carabao Cup. But we'll get to that in a minute, guys. But first, what a shock, some of the results coming out of England in the Carabao Cup. And this is why I'm making this video, guys, because I absolutely love cup competitions. We're all different, we're all football fans, and we all love certain fixtures and certain types of football. I know there's a lot of people that love league football, and I'm not against it, I do like it, but my personal preference, I love knockout football. Absolutely love it. For me, it's better than league football, but obviously everybody's different, everybody's got their own opinion. And I think people would like these competitions more if they was given more respect. And the reason I say that is because we've had some shockers. So if you're Scottish, guys, bear with me, because I just want to quickly run through some of the English results, because there's been some shockers, absolutely, and we see it every year, guys. Every year we see this. Big clubs getting knocked out of the competition early on in the stage, in early stages of the competition. And why? Because they show it no respect. I am absolutely shocked at some of these results. United almost knocked out last night by Rochdale. We have to take our hat off to Rochdale, because they had a right go at United. They did their best. They defended in numbers. People will say they parked the bus, but come on, this is a League One team coming up against the mighty Manchester United. So what do you expect them to do? Just attack and roll over and get beat at the other end? I'm sorry, but no. Rochdale used their strengths. They defended in numbers. And I can say that because I'm a Bolton fan. And Rochdale knocked Bolton out of the Carabao Cup. So I have no malice over them. Obviously, the night they knocked us out, I was a bit, frustrated, shall we say, to put it nicely, and I wasn't happy because it's a local rival. But once I'd calmed down and digested it, shall we say, as far as I'm concerned, good luck to Rochdale. Any club, especially lesser clubs like Rochdale. But yeah, almost banana skinned last night, Man United. Love to know what you guys think. I think it was shocking. Complete disrespect by Manchester United to this competition, as we're seeing year in, year out. Wolves got through and struggled against Reading. Not that Reading are really a lower league side. I know they're in the Championship. So there is a difference of obviously league positions, leagues, shall we say. But Reading have been in the Premier League in recent years, so they're not miles away from being a Premier League team. But yeah, Sheffield United knocked out by Sunderland. The list goes on, guys. West Ham knocked out by Oxford, losing 4-0. Liverpool got the job done against Milton Keynes, but even Milton Keynes gave Liverpool a game. And you have to take your hat off to these clubs that are lesser clubs. They're having a go. And as far as I'm concerned, guys, these big clubs in the Premier League, if they are not going to give it the respect it deserves, they shouldn't be in it. It's as simple as that. And I don't care if you're a fan of these clubs, because as fans, I want to see my club winning trophies, or at least attempting to win trophies. So when my club put out a weakened team in this competition, I am absolutely fuming. I don't give a shit about league football and the money and all that crap, because that's what it is, crap. It's the money side of it is for the owners. It's for the rich bigwigs that live in the nice cushy boxes in our clubs. It's not for the ordinary football fan. The ordinary football fan, the loyal fan that pays good money to go to games whenever they can get there, wants to see their club win, no matter what competition it is. So yeah, guys, but like I said, the list goes on. Bournemouth knocked out by Burton. Hats off to Burton Albion. A fantastic result. And that one's a fantastic result, because Bournemouth, no disrespect to Bournemouth, brilliant club, well managed, well run, but they're not going to win the Premier League. So why the hell did they make 10 changes to their team? Why did they not show this competition more respect and show more respect to their fans and have a right go in it? Instead, they make 10 changes and get knocked out by Burton Albion. And no disrespect to Burton Albion, they can only play the team that's put in front of them, and they've come out and had a right go at Bournemouth and turned them over, and they deserve it. They absolutely deserve it. Bournemouth fans, I'd love to know what you guys are thinking, because I know if I was a Bournemouth fan, I would be absolutely fuming at this, guys, because it's a shocker. The worst one of the lot has got to be West Ham getting beat by Oxford 4-0, and hats off to Oxford. You guys have given it a right go. You know, these Premier League teams need to have a long, hard look at themselves, because the money that they're going on about, the money. So they need to stay in the Premier League because they want to stay in it for the money. Right, fine, I get that. But if you're getting the big bucks that come with the Premier League, how is it that you haven't got the strength in depth to put out a team that can beat a team from League One or League Two? Please explain that to me, guys, because I don't get it. I do not get it. You'd think these players that are not getting game time on a regular basis, get the opportunity to go and play in the League Cup, would have a right go. And I'm not saying the players don't, but maybe the fact that they don't give everything on the pitch sometimes is because they know it's going to make no difference to them getting into the first team. So they don't go out there with that hunger and desire to get a result, to make an impact on the game. But yeah, guys, I'd love to know what you think. We also, the night before, we had a shocker with Tottenham getting knocked out by Colchester United. Well done, Colchester United. Fantastic result for you guys. You guys deserve some credit. That one went to penalties, 4-3 on penalties. Well deserved, Colchester. Tottenham completely disrespecting this competition yet again. And it's deserved for Tottenham, because you guys, I'm sorry, but, you know, I've got nothing against Tottenham, but you do not win anything. You have not won a trophy for a number of years now. And this is a competition you could win, and you put out a weakened team and get knocked out. And I don't care whether it is going to benefit you further down the line. The fact of the matter is, you know, you can say that, but yet year after year, Tottenham don't win nothing. So therefore, this is a competition that Tottenham could have won, and they didn't. They're out in the first round that they're in it, which is shocking, completely disrespectful to the competition, and they deserve to go out. Just looking over the rest of them, guys. Southampton obviously had a cracking game in the local derby, the Dockers derby, I believe it's called, knocking out Portsmouth. Not a surprise. Portsmouth did try and have a go in the first half, but unfortunately Southampton were too strong for them, which is what you expect with a Premier League team. Preston tried to have a go at Manchester City, you know, and losing 3-0 to Manchester City is nothing to be embarrassed about, because obviously we all know Manchester City are absolutely so strong at the minute that not many teams can beat them. So fair play to Preston, respectable scoreline. Unfortunate not to get a goal, or you know, make a mark on the actual fixture. But at least you gave them a game and had a go. So yeah, guys, love to know what you guys think about this, because for me, I think, this is what I think. I think that these clubs that are not showing this competition the respect it deserves should not be in it. It's as simple as that. If they're not going to show it the respect it deserves, they shouldn't be in it. So now quickly run over the Scottish League Cup results. The Betfred Cup, as it's known. Celtic, obviously, not surprisingly, winning 5-0 against Partick Thistle. Hearts winning on penalties against Aberdeen. That one was a close one, finishing 2-2. Hearts go through on 3-0 on penalties. Kilmarnock having 0-0 draw with Hibs. Good result for them, but unfortunately getting knocked out on penalties. So Hibernian go through 5-4 on penalties. And as expected, Rangers go through against Livingston, winning 1-0. And I think them scores say a lot. They show that them clubs have shown this competition the respect it deserves, fielded decent teams, and and they've obviously resulted in some tasty ties in the next round, the semi-final. But I think it's a little bit suspicious myself, guys, that yet again it's looking like, if obviously the fixtures go how we expect them to, Celtic to be playing Hibernian and Rangers to be playing Hearts. Looks like Rangers and Celtic will play each other in the final, and that has got to bring question marks, because it's very convenient that the two biggest clubs in Scotland potentially could face each other in the Scottish Cup final. It's not a bad thing, fantastic for Scottish football to help promote it, obviously. A tasty fixture potentially in the final if Rangers and Celtic manage to win their respective games. And hopefully Hearts or Hibernian will cause an upset in them fixtures in some respects, because that would be, nothing against Rangers or Celtic, but it would mix it up, guys. It would mix it up. Like I say, we want to see the underdogs getting results in these fixtures to show that these competitions are not ruled by the big clubs all the time. So yeah, guys, love to know what you guys think. But for me, as soon as I saw these fixtures come out for the semi-final, I was like, oh, hang on a minute. That's very convenient, isn't it? That potentially Rangers and Celtic could face each other in the final. Seems a bit suspicious to me. But that's how it is, guys. Maybe it's just me reading into it. As I say on this channel many a time, just my opinion. But yeah, guys, some interesting fixtures there. So the reason I have combined the two competitions together in this video is because I have a question for you guys, especially obviously the English League, with so many clubs disrespecting the Carabao Cup, or the League Cup as I prefer to call it. And this is a one I've been waiting to do since I started this channel, guys. This is a question I have been wanting to ask you for a while. And this question is, should the League Cup in Scotland and England be scrapped? And the reason I asked that question is because I think it should be scrapped. And I'm not saying scrap it completely. I think it should be scrapped to form a brand new competition called the UK Cup, where we see Scottish teams playing English teams, and even get the Welsh teams involved, and possibly even the Northern Irish teams. Because unfortunately, this is probably very unlikely that it's going to happen, because obviously the Scottish League is one league and run by the SPL, and obviously the English League is run by the English FA and the EFL. So they're very unlikely to get together and make this happen, because they're too bothered about themselves all the time. But as fans, would you not like to see these competitions scrapped, put them together, and make a brand new competition and call it the UK Cup? We're supposed to live in the United Kingdom, guys. This is supposed to be an island where we're supposed to be united. That's why it's called the United Kingdom. So why the hell are we not seeing a competition in the most popular sport in the UK, where all clubs get the opportunity to play each other? I would absolutely love to know what you guys think of this, because this one has been on my mind for a number of years. And the reason it's been on my mind for a number of years is because I am fed up with the League Cup and the FA Cup being disrespected by these big clubs and not being given the respect it deserves, and disrespecting the fans. Because as a fan, it doesn't matter what competition you're in, guys. You want to see your club win every game they play. And obviously in the League Cup, they've damaged it. I'm disgusted at the fact that they've done away with the replays, and they've also done away with the extra time. And it's an absolute disgrace, because they were supposed to do away with this to benefit the rich clubs. And the reason they did away with it was because they were saying, oh, there's too many fixtures, too much fixture congestion, blah, de, blah, blah. And plus, the top clubs play in Europe, so that means that they have more to deal with. Right, fine, I accept that. So why is it we're still seeing big clubs like Manchester United, Tottenham, Bournemouth, and Premier League? But Bournemouth are a decent-sized club at the minute in the Premier League, doing well, holding their own. But why are we not seeing these Premier League clubs showing this competition more respect? The competition has been been damaged to suit these clubs. They have done away with the knockout, the extra time period, and they've done away with the replay system to suit Premier League clubs. And yet we are still seeing, guys, Premier League clubs showing this competition complete disrespect. And that's, as far as I'm concerned, guys, it needs to be addressed. If these clubs are going to keep fielding such weaker teams to the point where it's, I'm nothing against clubs putting out a few youngsters and mixing it up a bit. You've got to give players opportunities somewhere. So young players need to get the opportunity to get into the first team. And obviously the League Cup and the FA Cup is a perfect opportunity to chuck them in. But when you go as far as making 10 changes, that shows the whole football community that you do not care about this competition. And I'd love to know what you guys think, because that's the way it looks to me. It's an absolute disgrace. There's no excuse for it. But like I said, guys, I've combined this video today because I want to know what you think. Would you like to see the League Cup in Scotland and in England scrapped to combine the two competitions together to make one competition and call it the UK Cup, where we get to see all UK teams potentially play each other? There's all loads of ways they could do it. They could have it where the clubs, you could have the early stages where Scottish clubs play Scottish clubs and English clubs play English clubs. And then halfway through the competition, you chuck them all in the pot together. Whoever's left in it at, say, the last 16 stage, you chuck them all in the hat together. And then that's when we get to see the likes of Hearts maybe playing, I don't know, a Manchester United or a Preston or a Liverpool or a Stoke, or even Celtic getting to play Leeds. Games that we never see. And they would be fantastic fixtures. You're not telling me, as a fan of your club, whether let's use Leeds as an example. Big club, underachieving in recent years, but a very big club, loyal fans. But how would Leeds not like to test themselves against a club like Celtic? Would Celtic not like to test themselves against a club like Leeds or a club that's like Bournemouth, for example, that are in the Premier League, not classed as a fashionably big club, but they are a good club? But it would be a great way for Scottish fans to see their club test themselves against Premier League opposition, Championship opposition. It would be a great way for Championship clubs to improve, to get into the Premier League by testing themselves against Premiership clubs from Scotland. I think it'd be fantastic, guys. Absolutely fantastic. I'd love to know what you guys think, because I want to hear from you. I've had this idea in my head for a while. And the reason, as I say, guys, is because I am fed up with seeing big clubs showing this competition complete disrespect. It is bang out of order. And it just disrespects every fan, especially the fans of the club the clubs that are doing this, that are putting out weakened teams. We don't mind the making changes. We want to see a few changes so we see the youngsters get an opportunity. But 10 changes, Manchester United have not been known to do it, making big changes. I think when they played at the weekend, there was a completely different team to what they'd played in the UEFA Cup. Completely different. So they're valuing, well, this competition's worth money, so let's put out the best team. This competition's not worth no money, so let's put out a weakened team. They're not actually considering whether the fans want to see a good game or whether the fans want to see the club progress in this competition. That don't come into it. All that comes into it is the pound signs, guys. And I, for one, as a fan, I'm fed up with it. And I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you think that these competitions should be come together and make one competition for all UK clubs? Should the SPL and the EFL and the FAs of both countries, particularly because obviously to start this off, you'd need Scotland and England to get together to talk about this. And obviously the Welsh League would be brilliant to get involved in it. And I'm sure the Welsh clubs would love that, because obviously their league is nowhere near to the same level as the Scottish League or the English League. No disrespect to the Welsh League, but just because of, I don't know why it is, to be honest, guy, why the Welsh League is not doing it. It doesn't help when your biggest clubs, Cardiff and Swansea are in the English league. That doesn't help this Welsh league whatsoever. So yeah, guys, get commenting on the video. Let me know what you think. Do you think that this is a cracking idea? Do you think fans should start calling for it? Because we should have a say in this. Well, I am fed up with seeing that clubs disrespect this competition. I want this competition to mean something. And I'd love to know what you guys think. Like, share and comment on below, guys, and subscribe if you're new. That would be very much appreciated. But please, come on, let me know what you're thinking. This channel is for you guys, and I can only react to what you guys tell me. Thanks for joining me, and take care, and I'll speak to you soon.